I got to talk to Inero right after C9 had that loss, the tragic loss in Game 5. And I had to ask him about Game 5's draft because that's what everyone was talking about in like even the broadcast. So I got to ask him, and this is what he had to say. First, I mean, everyone's gonna talk about this, but the draft in Game 5 where you guys don't trade the Pantheon and the Yone, and then you pick TF, and TF looked mega useless, like got one ult off the first like 20 minutes of the game. I'm sure it's something you guys were comfortable with. You clearly like it was intentional that you guys did that. But like, what was the
Yeah.
thought behind the TF and like giving them their power picks?
I mean, it's just a fine pick into Yon. I don't think it's like too amazing, that type of game, but it's a good like comfort pick, and it is totally fine into Yon. We're still in a pretty good position in the game. I don't know, just something we're like comfortable playing with, down to do. To be honest, I'm not like too stressed about their side playing Pantheon Yone as their combo, especially when they're picking like a nerfed Gwen, where we get to answer with like Vladimir, which we're pretty happy with. You can see in that game, it's like pretty solid. So didn't care too much about it. We didn't look at that trade at all, that it was going to be a like Pantheon Yone trade. It was a Pantheon Trundle trade. Didn't care too much about the Yone. Obviously, now we can pick it, but we're fine to play versus it.
So yeah, so Cloud9 were completely and entirely prepared to play against and that comp, and they knew what they were doing, and what happened. So I don't know if it was a draft problem. I don't know if it was a misread or maybe a misplay, but at the end of the day, like they wanted that composition.